Marston's Domain.
Hey everyone, Marson here, and today I want to talk about the potential 2 Wii U ports that are going to be coming to the Switch. I'll have a link in the description below for more details on what I'm talking about, but basically, Emily Rogers said that there are 2 unannounced Wii U ports coming to the Switch, and they're not hard to guess because there's not too many more Wii U games to even be ported. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to just predict what these 2 games may be. For me, the number 1 pick, I think it's definitely 3D World. I really can't imagine them not porting over 3D World. Mario games just sell in general, and them bringing over New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which it actually took me multiple takes to remember that name and say it correctly because that name is still ridiculous, but whatever. It sold really well. According to Wikipedia, it is the 9th best-selling game on the Switch with 4.59 million copies. So Mario games are just gonna sell. It's pretty safe to say. So with that game, me personally, I think it's great, and I'll definitely buy it again. But in terms of just sales and them doing it, it just makes a ton of sense. But for the other game, that's where it gets tricky. I've seen some people say Pikmin 3. I actually don't think they will do Pikmin 3 because Pikmin 4 was mentioned by Miyamoto, and we've seen nothing on it, and that was years ago. I would imagine that they're just going to release Pikmin 4 at this point, at some time. I don't think they're going to port Pikmin 3 over. Nintendo Land has also been talked about, which Doughboy had mentioned that he would want Nintendo Land brought over if they added online multiplayer, and I still remember when he first got the Wii U, and I went over to his house to play it with him. We started playing Nintendo Land, he was having a bunch of fun, we were playing together, and then he's like, alright, well, when you get home, like, we'll just play again online. And I still vividly remember turning over to him and going, there's no online for this. And he was so shocked because we were at the point of just assuming every game would have online, but it's Nintendo, so he didn't know that, and I was already kind of used to it because I had the Wii U when it came out. So I was still used to Nintendo's shenanigans, and he couldn't believe it. And the fact that they didn't even give us online leaderboards is ridiculous. So I don't think they'll port that one, but if they ported it, added online multiplayer, online leaderboards, and added content, it would be a really good game. I don't know if they'd want to risk trying to market it and sell it, but it has the potential to being really good. Because the game was already good, but it was missing features that should have been in it. And I feel like I remember at one point they wanted to do DLC, but it was scrapped. Or I just imagined it and I hoped that it had DLC. But either way, this game with added content and added features, I think would be amazing. But would it sell well? I don't know. I think it might be tough to market. The other game that I've seen thrown around is Star Fox Zero. And I gotta say, I hope this is one that they do. I really do. I hope that they re-release it, add normal controls, add online leaderboards, which I know I say online leaderboards a lot, and people are probably like, oh, why is that all you care about? There are some games, which yes, I do care about leaderboards more than I feel like the average person does, but Star Fox is designed to re-beat it and get higher scores. It is designed to replay that game multiple times. We now are in 2020. There is no reason why you should just be comparing scores locally. That makes no sense. Same thing with Nintendo Land. That game, a lot of it has to do with scores. So if they add online leaderboards and add online multiplayer, because that game, to me, lends itself perfectly to online multiplayer. There could be some form of co-op with the multiplayer, and they could just have maybe separate co-op missions, and they could also have 4v4 versus mode where it's Team Star Fox versus Team Star Wolf. I think that would be amazing. I think that Star Fox Zero could do well. If they change a bunch of stuff and market it correctly, I think Star Fox Zero could do well. I still remember, and I've brought this up many times, I still remember in the Direct when they talked about Star Fox Zero, or whatever promotional video it was, and they said, have fun beating your scores or whatever. They had some way of saying it. I know I said I vividly remember it, and I'm butchering how it was quoted, but I just remember seeing that part and hearing what they were saying about the leaderboard and the scores, and it was like, are you kidding me? What's fun about that? At that time, it was like, what, 2016 or something? Comparing my own scores. Guys, have you not heard of the internet? Like, it blew my mind that they had the audacity to even mention it and think that it was okay to just not have online with it. So I think that the game has potential to do well, but it is also a risky one because I don't know if people would care. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that just did not know about the Wii U, so they may not even know that Star Fox Zero exists. I still remember people thinking that the Wii U was just the Wii around when Smash Bros came out. So I don't know if that's the second one that they would do necessarily, but I gotta say personally, it's the one that I hope they do. So for games that could be ported, the only other one I could think of is Wonderful 101, and Emily Rogers said that Platinum Games has wanted to do that one, but I guess there's not enough buzz about the game that there's enough confidence on the sales, so I guess Platinum Games is trying to get it ported, whether it's through Nintendo or not, so it'd be with a different publisher or whatever. So I don't really think that one's in the mix. So if I had to pick the two, I think it would just be Mario 3D World and Star Fox Zero. I'm not super confident on the second one, but I definitely want to see it happen, and I can't really think of another game that they would do this with. I've seen people mention the Zelda games that were remastered in HD, but I don't really see them porting those over. If they do, maybe it would just be some eShop title, but I'm not even really considering those in this mix because I just don't see them releasing those again. But who knows, maybe they would. I'm sure they would sell. But either way, that's all I have to say about this. Let me know in the comment section down below on what you think about all this. What are your two picks? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and want to support my content, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.